ABC 27 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Well, we say good morning, everybody, and it is going to be another hot and humid day. We are going to be talking about that as we look ahead into the rest of the week, and the weekend looks good, too. July 4th really does look pretty good as well, and that's the good news here as we start to talk about some of the things that I've gotten questions about. You know, how stormy is it going to be here early this week, and what can we expect for July 4th? Well, we're going to get into all of that here. And we can't wait to talk about it because I do think the next couple of days look a little iffy if you have outdoor plans, especially in the evening. But it's not going to stay that way totally, so we're going to get into all of that. Let's get started here with a look outside. And Penn Medicine Park in Lancaster, how good does that look? We have some clouds overhead, but the sun is shining as well. And for the most part, things are very, very pleasant. We do expect thunderstorms later today and again here as we move into the day on Tuesday. So just keep that in mind. Both the next couple of days do look stormy, but less humid by Wednesday and then looking great for the 4th of July. I think that could end up being the nicest day of the week. The sun is bleeding through just a few thin clouds now at this point. Wormleysburg, looking across the river at Harrisburg, looks so nice, and I think the city is projected to look pretty nice here as well to start the week, to start the day. Notice some showers already developing over Ohio and northwestern Pennsylvania. Let's take this full screen so you can see what I mean this morning. The weather does look unsettled. We are expecting the chance of storms here as we look ahead into again, later today and tomorrow. Temperatures are starting in the 70s. It is very warm and very muggy. Here are the dew points. Again, we cannot shake these dew points that have plagued us here since summer began, really, on June 20th. It's been hot and humid. Scattered storms later today. Some could be severe. I think a better chance of severe weather tomorrow, and still not a great chance. Any storm, probably the biggest threat will be heavy rain here over the next 2 days because of the high dew point. So warm and muggy. I've drawn the front on the map here. You can see it out in the western part of the country, right here where the hand is. This front is going to swoop into the east later tomorrow and head our way. Kind of diving and digging to the south, but out ahead of it, very stormy and very humid weather is projected for the first couple of days this week. But we're used to it by now, right? At least that's the way that it seems. So I want to play around here with the satellite and radar a bit so that you understand where our weather is coming from. This first cluster right here in Indiana and Ohio this morning, that is our weather for today. That is what we can expect. So it is going to be stormy later, and as we move into this evening as well. And then the second complex is the actual front. That's what we see here out across Minneapolis and places like Nebraska, Kansas. That is our weather as we move into the day tomorrow. So highs today will be getting near 90 again. We do expect it to be very hot and humid as we look ahead to tomorrow, a little cooler, but the humidity isn't going anywhere, and we can show you that with these dew points. We expect them to be in the 70s right through tomorrow. And anytime you've got a dew point of 75 or above, that's when it feels really, really oppressive. So the humidity, we can't shake it, and it's not going to be going anywhere here as we look ahead into Tuesday and even early Wednesday. But watch what happens here come Wednesday later on in the morning. Look at the dew points drop into the 60s. It's going to be a noticeable dip in the humidity for us as we move into the middle and end part of the week. Evening swim, sure, why not? You can do it. There's going to be thunderstorms around today and tomorrow, but they're going to be hit or miss. You might get missed. Keep the ABC 27 weather app handy, and certainly you can get out there, and as long as the storm isn't headed your way, it's going to be really perfect swimming weather the next 2 days, other than the storms creeping up each evening. So here's PrecisionCast. You'll notice as we move into this evening, sparse coverage. Right? I don't think these storms are going to be everywhere. And then into this evening, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, that's when I think we get some thunderstorms. And PrecisionCast says these could continue into the overnight as well. Tomorrow, same story, a mix of sun and clouds early. Notice where a lot of the activity is tomorrow. It's across the south and the east. And that's where the Storm Prediction Center has highlighted the greatest severe threats. Some of our counties are included in that for tomorrow, but I don't foresee it being a huge deal. Some areas may get damaging wind gusts, yes. But in terms of a major severe weather day tomorrow, I don't see that happening, just some storms. And then Wednesday looks great. We lower the humidity, it turns sunny, and I think things are going to be really, really awesome here come Wednesday afternoon. Watch what happens. It's all about this trough. Look at this thing. It's going to dig out for Wednesday into the weekend, and that means cooler air diving southward and less humid air as well. Notice it continues into Friday the 4th, and then we start to see some heat building back in from the southwest for the weekend. But guess what? I don't think the dew points go crazy. So is it going to be hot? Yeah, it is, but I think the dew points stay manageable. Look at the 10-day temperature trend. You can see we kind of relax the highs a little bit starting tomorrow. We lose the humidity on Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-80s, right where they should be this time of year, and then near 90 on Sunday again. So the weekend will be hot. I don't foresee it being that humid. The Independence Day planner shows the end of the week looks great. Less humid Wednesday. Thursday looks good. Dry and comfortable weather for the 4th. And if you have fireworks plans, I think it's going to be a very nice evening. Look at the 7-day forecast. It really, really looks mighty comfortable here. And even when it gets hot, I just don't expect it to be all that humid. So we call this Beyond the Forecast for a reason. So let's take you through. I want to show you the latest model run here for some of our high-res models. If you do have plans this afternoon, let's get started here, and we'll show you what we call the NAM high-res model. Let's see if we can pinpoint where these storms are going to be here later this afternoon. It does develop some showers across the west, but this has a numerous showers and thunderstorms here again into this evening. So let me take this full screen for you, and look at that right over central Pennsylvania. So this definitely shows an active day into this evening, and there could be some downpours. That's what I think the main threat will be. And then look at tomorrow. Notice where the main threat is tomorrow. And this is interesting because this is the latest run of the NAM. Notice how most of our area is spared tomorrow, and you'll notice where all of the activity is. It's across the southeast, Jersey, Delmarva, Maryland. That's where I think we could see some of the heaviest thunderstorms. So that has not included our area. Let's pull up the Storm Prediction Center here because they do have the right idea in terms of a convective outlook tomorrow, and you can see where it is. It's right here. That does include some of our southwestern counties for damaging wind, Adams, York, Lancaster counties. But I will tell you that I think it's going to be more focused over Delmarva and southern Jersey tomorrow than it will be over our area. And the NAM model certainly backs that up. So let's come back and let's take a look now at the HRRR model, which is, of course, another high-resolution model. And we can pull that up for you here. This is again, later today into tonight, and it does show some storms developing. But again, very sparse coverage. We'll see if that holds. And then tomorrow, again, this does have some storms, but look at where the activity is, south and east. The further south and east you live, the better chance you have to see nasty storms. And I still think the bullseye is right over Delaware tomorrow rather than over our area. So that's an important distinction, especially because people have plans in the afternoon and evening, and we're trying to pinpoint those plans for you. Will it storm today and tomorrow? Yes, it will. Is it going to be ugly? No, I don't think so. There could be some nasty storms embedded here and there, but I think the main threat is tomorrow, south and east of our region. We will continue to monitor. If there are watches and warnings later today and tomorrow, and there could be, we will, of course, post them for you. But just in terms of anything widespread, I'm not seeing it. We will continue to post updates, though, and continue to look ahead to July 4th, where I think it just looks like a stellar day for your cookouts, for parades, for fireworks. In the meantime, that's all for now here from Beyond the Forecast. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm meteorologist Brett Thakara.